In the ancient valley of Elah, two great armies stood poised for battle. The morning sun cast long shadows as the Philistines and the Israelites faced each other, a tense silence hanging heavy in the air. From the Philistine ranks, a champion emerged. He was a giant named Goliath, a mountain of a man clad in gleaming bronze armor. His voice, a thunderous roar, echoed across the valley, mocking the armies of Israel and their God. Fear gripped the Israelite soldiers. Their swords felt heavy, their shields useless. Even King Saul, their leader, watched with a heart full of dread. Into this scene of despair walked a young shepherd boy named David. He carried simple provisions of bread and cheese, his shepherd's staff in hand. He heard the giant's blasphemous shouts and saw the terror in his countrymen's eyes. But David felt no fear. Instead, a quiet confidence settled upon him. He turned to the soldiers and asked, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" David approached King Saul, his voice steady and clear. He spoke not of battle strategies, but of faith. He recounted how God had delivered him from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear while he protected his father's sheep. He knew the same God would deliver him from this giant. Saul, seeing the unwavering faith in the young man's eyes, reluctantly agreed. He offered David his own royal armor, but it was too heavy, too cumbersome. David set it aside. He needed no bronze helmet or coat of mail. His trust was in a higher power. He walked toward the battlefield armed with only his sling and 5 smooth stones he had chosen from the brook. Goliath saw the boy approaching and laughed, a deep, mocking sound. "Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks?" he bellowed. David stood his ground, his gaze fixed on the giant. "You come to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a javelin," David declared, "but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, for the battle is the Lord's." Then David ran. He placed a stone in his sling and began to whirl it over his head. With a single powerful motion, he released the stone. It flew straight and true, embedding itself in the giant's forehead. For a moment, Goliath stood frozen, his mocking laughter silenced forever. Then, with a ground-shaking crash, he fell face down on the earth. The Philistine army, seeing their champion defeated, turned and fled in terror. A great shout of victory rose from the Israelites as they charged after their fleeing enemies. As the dust settled, David stood alone on the battlefield. The dark clouds parted, and a brilliant ray of sunlight broke through, illuminating the young shepherd who had shown a nation that faith is a weapon more powerful than any sword or spear. This is the timeless story of how courage, born of faith, can overcome even the most impossible fears. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.